Daily sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. The atmosphere here, electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the San Francisco 49ers. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Now a good running play here to start the drive. That'll net them 14 yards as they pick up the first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Lance on the bootleg. He'll buy some time right. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. 2nd down and 8. Now a play fake. Lance. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen. And the Raiders are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
Meanwhile, Carr's throw complete here to Waller. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A gain of 6 there on 1st. To throw again on 2nd down. Carr. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 33. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. On play action, it's Carr. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way...
And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. A disappointing end of the sequence there. He was starting to turn nothing into something, and then he lost the football.
And sometimes things get lost in the transition. And what I mean by that is you go from being a passer to a runner. And at a certain point, once you cross the line of scrimmage,
he's got a man, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big play that time through the air. 38 yards. On first down, Lance buying time to his left. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A big connection on that one. 33 yards. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Elijah Mitchell, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Niners are on the board first here in Vegas. Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed it.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
Now Carr. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. The football comes out. Jacobs lost it. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Now that's how you start to get back in the good graces of your head coach. Remember, he fumbled on the last possession. How about the faith they showed him, giving him the ball again, and he repaid him, picking up a first down.
And he stopped immediately there. The tackle by Eric Armstead.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. And since they still have 10 yards to go, they'll just say, let's roll this over to 3rd down and decline it.
Let's just be honest about it. If you can't get them off the field on 3rd and 10, then something's wrong with your defense anyway. No sense in taking that penalty.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. And Nick Bosa so quick on the outside. He gets in there to bring him down. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line. Off of play action, here's Lance. Eluding the pressure right. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And got his man complete. Passes down the right side. Touchdown, 49ers. For Brandon Ayuk, he is as electric as they come with the ball in his hands in the open field, and he turns that catch into big yardage.
And I think this is what the early proponents of the forward pass were thinking about. Get it to a receiver and have him do some work afterwards in order to create the big play we just saw there.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 the score as they regroup with 1st and 10. Now a throw here to his running back. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's a 2nd down. Now a play fake. Carr. Can't get away, and he's taken down. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down.
That was their 3rd sack of the ball game. 2nd in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're planning on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at the 2nd spot pretty soon. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the 1st. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
On play action, Lance. Escaping the pressure right. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 1:52 to play until halftime. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
All that for a 2-yard gain, 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 1st half. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. On play action, now Carr. Dancing to his left. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the 1st half. Carr going to go on 4th down. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision could get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Deep tight. 10 seconds. Check view. Check 26. Check 26.
A final shot before half for Lance.
Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And he'll look downfield for Waller. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Open man, that's Renfro. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Jacobs powers, and he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are back within a score. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Looking to throw it. He'll dump that one off to Mitchell. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. They call it a loss of a yard there. And it'll be fourth down. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He gets away from one. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he'll bring it back to about the 5-yard line. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right? So if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Lance on the keeper, and he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. They got the ball in great field position after the fumble, but this defense tried to stand tall.
They certainly are, and a lot of times after you pick up a fumble or get an interception, you have momentum on your side. You kind of walk through a defense and score. Not so fast, not in this case.
3rd and goal, here's the option left. That is not going to be any help as they dump it behind the line of scrimmage. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. And Gold is able to put it through, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So 3 points, response there to that opening touchdown of this 3rd quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the second half and take over.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
2nd down, Jacobs once more. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 44 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Play action. Now it's Carr. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And into the end zone. A pick-6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Now Gold for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
Niners 24, Raiders 7.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Carr will try it again on second down. Flush to his right. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Eric Armstead in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Well, the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
A big play there for the Raiders. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Carr to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. To throw on 2nd and 10. Carr. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way. Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Carr. Throw right side going to be caught by Waller. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. To throw, it's Carr. He'll swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22.
Gain of 6.
Now Carr again. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And all the way down to the 5.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick 6 just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
Now Carr. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Brings up 2nd and goal. At the 1-yard.
Carr. Eluding the pressure right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
They'll run with Jacobs. And Jacobs, I don't think is going to get there. No, it appears they're going to mark him short of the 1st.
A loss of a yard. Brings up.
Now Carr, got to have this one. Escape, and he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Derek Carr, his 11th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Carlson down to add the extra point. It's up and good, so they claw back into it. 24-14 now.
Niners 24, Raiders 14.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down.
And that will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
It has to be a little frustrating for them, because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. On play action, it's Carr. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. He will go out right near the 35-yard line.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field.
We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Raiders have made it a 1-score game again. Here are the 4th.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offense.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Trayvon Merrick.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Carlson on for the PAT. And that will make this a 4-point game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they have to try and move past that pick 6, because now they're dealing with a 4th quarter deficit. And they need this drive to end in points. They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run.
Kyle Shanahan doesn't care much for that last call, so out comes the red challenge flag. did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
Flushed out right. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. Steps away to his left. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked up by Divine Diablo.
And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. So they come up on second down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. Carr going to look to throw. And he'll find Moreau here. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
They didn't have a ton of yards to pick up on that 3rd down, but there was no way they were playing that one safe. They decided to take that one downtown. They must have felt that they had a big play that was waiting for them. Unfortunately, it was incomplete.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there.
That also a career-long kick for the veteran, Charles.
Yeah, how about what he just got done there? We always knew he had a big leg, but how about everything coming together perfectly on that one? Great leg swing, and bang that one through.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat-and-mouse deal here.
It's caught inside the 25.
And he will be taken down deep in Las Vegas territory.
Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Checks this one down. It's Mitchell.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout.
Here's 2nd and a yard.
Back to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Defensively now, one more play to stop. What are they looking for?
You want to take away their number 1 running option that you've scouted and take away their number 1 receiver and see if someone else can beat you.
try now for Lance.
And it's caught. It's a touchdown with zeros on the clock. And an extra point will send us to OT.
Brandon, we've seen this many times before. They've got the momentum. They just scored. Go for two and end this thing now.
And now they're going to go for two and a possible win as this crowd rises to make things difficult. One final shot. They'll look to throw. That's caught at the 1. And he'll get into the end zone as the two-point conversion is successful. So let's recap. How about the guts in this one? You score on the final play. Thought they were just going to try the PAT and